Whether or not you're getting anything that I am trying to stream at the moment, I have no idea. But I've come on here because YouTube is just not letting me do anything. And I have no idea why. So it keeps saying I've gone live. It keeps saying I had gone live when I was trying to do it before. But it's not showing anything on my computer. It's just telling me that there's a duplicate, whatever. Oh, I have no idea. And all I want to do is try and stream what I'm playing at the moment. Not working. It is a nightmare because this is the first time for a couple of days while I've been able to get on here, because the last 2 days have been stuff to do. And I'm at a loss. I just don't know. I don't know what to say and I don't know what to do. I need to get grandson up here to try and sort it out. Right, so I've got, what is this? What is this up here? Nothing. You don't have access to this. See, if I touch anything, it says you don't have access. I can't believe from doing, I know I said this before, in this, same happens on this blasted PS5. If I leave it for a few days, I come back and it's the devil's own job to get back into it. Whereas my lovely PS4, I leave it, I could leave it for 6 months and come back. And it might say, oh, you need to update. Well, that's fine. But not to completely shut me out of everything. Doesn't do that. Hey, Giga Man, are you there? You see, I'm not seeing much anything at all. I am in a muck-up at the moment. So you can see something, can you, Giga Man? Because I can't get it up on my computer at all. But I know it's been lagging for quite some time, and I've gone in to try to see if I can sort it out, but I'm not that well technically minded. It keeps pausing, does it? I mean, I went into the help thing on here, but it's no darn help at all. When it's telling me to go to here and do that, the stuff is just not showing up. I mean, I know our internet in this part of the country, we are one of the last towns out of the whole of the UK to get fast internet. And I'm supposed to have it now. They've been outside digging the street up a couple of months ago, putting in what they call this Jurassic fibre. But I see no difference at all, and especially not on this. It's a nuisance. So are you okay? Is it okay for you, Hans Paul? Can you see what I'm playing here, or can you see just me talking? You can just see me talking, yeah. Yeah, I want to get this through from the TV and the PlayStation through onto here, but it's just not letting me do it. Well, Honest to God. I just don't know. I just might as well sit here and talk to you, mightn't I? Is anybody home? Yeah, I've got grandson downstairs and I've got husband down working. I've had a couple of really busy days in the past. Not busy, but things that would interrupt. I didn't have clear space to do any of this streaming. I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to get grandson up here to see what it all means. I mean, I thought I was fairly knowledgeable, but obviously, I mean, I've got to the stage. Oh, grandson's pretty good on any of this. Yeah. I get to the stage where if it doesn't do it and it doesn't do it, then I will just wipe the whole lot off and restart. You will see him. No, I don't know whether you will. You won't today anyway, my darlings, because he was away for a couple of days. In youngsters, when you go off with your mates for a couple of days, you probably stay awake all the time. You don't go to sleep, you don't go to bed, you don't do anything much but muck about. And now I think he's totally worn out. I might have to go. No, he's quite happy to. He's quite happy to show his face, I think. I mean, he does some streaming himself. No, I don't know if he does as much as I do, but it's just when the mood takes him, I think. Well, like everything, isn't it? So, at the moment, it's 0 points for gameplay. Gaming grandson, yeah. The stream is not working good now. I think I'm going to have to call it a day, aren't I? Which is a bit of a nuisance. I mean, I could stay and talk to you, talk about a load of nothing. But anyway, should I show you my pet? I've just seen this here and I thought, I want a dog, you see. We used to have dogs. And then when we come to the flat, and it was in town, so this is the only pet I'm going to get. Isn't he lovely? Yes, we like you very much. So that's my only dog I can have. Yeah. Obviously, if we were younger, I think if my husband was younger, because he would probably be the one taking him out for a walk. I mean, when we've had our son's dog to look after, when he had a dog. I mean, my husband would get up 5 o'clock in the morning if the dog started agitating for something, and he'd take him out. But he won't do that now. Question and answer Thursday stream. Yeah. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? Perhaps, should I do is it a blog or whatever you call it? Is that what it is? And ask me some questions. That's a good idea. If I can answer you, I will. But if not, then it's on to the next question. What do you reckon? My throat's getting thick. I'm going to just do some water. Where's my water? Oh. I have not visited India, no. The only countries I visited are France and Spain. And if you call the Isle of Man, another country. I'm not sure. I think it's connected to the UK, isn't it? The Isle of Man and the Isle of Wight. I think that's connected to another. That's connected to us, and it's in the English Channel or something. Yeah. What are some books you like? I'll show you the one I'm try to read, but I haven't been able to. Oh, come here, Wookie, Wookie, Wookie. There you go. This is the last one. It's all upside down, isn't it? But it is Stephen King fairy tale. If I turn it up that way, it's still upside down. And I got as far as page 11. That's as much as I can read. I hadn't read anything for quite some time, and I fancied something, and I saw this, and I thought, I'll put it back. I thought, oh, I will buy that book. And as you can see, I haven't been able to read it. Right, this is books I like. Yeah, yes, just staying on the book theme just for a second. Yeah, I like Stephen King books very much, and I think the trouble is lately now that things like Netflix and Amazon Prime and stuff like that has come along on the TV. That stopped me reading because, right. Is it Hans Paul? Yeah. You mean the book? Yeah. I think that is his latest book. Yeah. Yes, this fairy tale is the first Stephen King one I have read for a very long time, and just on those first few pages, it's very much in the Stephen King way of writing, and it seems like it possibly could be all right. What else? You'll have to excuse me because I've got to go. But I'm going next down to Clive Barker. Yes. Now, have I read any Clive Barker? I'm not sure. Like I say, it has been some while since I have read any books. Video game. Okay. Which video game? What is my favourite? Probably Bloodborne. Followed very closely by Elden Ring, followed very closely by Dark Souls, any of the Dark Souls. And also this one, there's a great big clump of them that I can, if I name them all, are really up as a big clump of number ones. I am absolutely loving this Resident Evil game, which has surprised me. I didn't think I would. Horror games. Well, you see, Justin Cronin. I don't think I've read any Justin Cronin ones. Sorry if I'm jumping about a bit, but I'm trying to sort of read you as you're coming up with your things. Horror games. This one, when it first came out, years and years ago. So now we're going to go back a little while on the first PlayStation, and I can't remember which came first, whether it was Resident Evil or Silent Hill, but the very, very first Resident Evil, I think I have made comment about this Resident Evil game and the others as well. The very first one I thought was very, very good. And I did like that one very much, but I went off of the Resident Evil after that one for some reason. Silent Hill, I liked Silent Hill again, the first one. But when they made a couple more, I think, I didn't get into them so much. Gigaman video. No, I haven't watched the video. No. Yes. Yeah. Was that the Village? Resident 8? It was, wasn't it? Yeah, I did play that. Yeah, that was okay, but I like this one better. Um, the Village was really extremely gory, I think, wasn't it? I can remember them all, the family all sitting round the table eating God knows what. But this one is sort of more adventurous, isn't it? And, you know, you can go around a bit more. But Resident Evil 1, you're in the house, and I think that was scary-ish. More surprises round the corner. You know, I can remember that walk through the house, go through the house, and you never quite knew what was going to catch you when you went round a corridor. Then I can remember I think, was it one of the very first fights was the big snaky thing coming out of the ground, out of the floorboards or something. But my games have changed quite a lot. And the change was when the Dark Souls games came out. And I think before Dark Souls, it was Demon Souls. And I never managed to finish Demon Souls. That was quite a tricky one. And I did go back playing it some time ago. I think I've got it up on the shelf. I think it's PS3. Actually, I've got Dark Souls at PS3 as well. But and I think it would be good if I could go back and finish Elden Ring. Do I know the story of the Resident trilogy? Not a great deal. All I know is it's these are policemen, aren't they? And they go to investigate strange happenings or something. To be quite honest with you, I might be a bit ignorant in that respect. I don't think too much about what the actual story is. All I know is that I've got a character, and this character's got to go from place to place, and has got to, end up staying alive. But and I'm presuming the story on this so far is because his mate went off, and they are all connected. Yeah, because this little group, like this chappy character now, he's the policeman, and there was a woman, wasn't there, before in some of the others? And I know they were in Raccoon City. And has something happened to Raccoon City now? Has it been demolished or blown to bits or something? And this is sort of like, okay, Claire Redfield. Jill. Now, yes, Jill Valentine rings a bell. Claire Redfield didn't, but Jill Valentine does. And this Ashley that's in the church, that is the president's daughter, isn't it? So she isn't anything to do with the police force. They've just been these chappies have just been sent in there to find her. I'm up with that part of the story, but from that. Yeah, Claire was in Res 2 and Jill was in Res 3. Aha. I think, let me just have a quick look around. I think I had most of the games. Now, I might be getting muddled up with one, but there's one game that I sort of played halfway through and I got fed up with, was where you had to jump through the mirrors in the wall. Now, I'm not sure if that was a Resident Evil or a Silent Hill. but the mirrors were like portals. Is it lagging a lot? I wonder why. I'm going to have to, yeah, that is a nuisance, isn't it? I'm going to have to, I don't know if I can sort it out, whether it is because this internet. I mean, God's sake, I'm paying enough for it. It should be spot on. But I know that we are probably the last town in the UK to get any decent internet. Just looking at, I get little news clips come up on my phone. Do you know what? Everybody is dying. Is it annoying? Oh, crumbs hands, Paul. Yes, I played Shadow Man. It was that Shadow Man that was on, and I've still got it up on my shelf. If it's the same one you're thinking of, it was on the first PS. Might be the German internet worse. Oh. Yeah, Gigaman. I can't. When grandson is awake and coherent, I will see if he's of a mind to help me with this. And on the first PS, yeah. I've got that game still up here on the shelf. N64, and I had the N64 as well. N64, I think that was about one of the only consoles I actually got rid of. Oh no, hang on, there was a Dreamcast as well, wasn't there? Yeah, I got rid of the Dreamcast as well. Oh, for goodness sake, was it really? Why you couldn't kill the dog? Whoa. I mean, I must admit, I can remember with that. Then again, see, we're talking, I think, back in the day when this gaming technology was a little bit, only coming into its own. And it needed to, it's now got up to the standard it has today. But back then, I can remember very much with Shadow Man, things used to blend through. How can I explain it? I remember there's a place with crocodiles, and you got your characters sort of walking along the path by the water, and the crocodiles were coming through the part of the graphics that the chap was walking through. And I mean, he went into like some place with some boarded walls or something boarded up, and the crocodiles would be poking through. I remember that. Yeah. So Resident 5 and Resident 6, I'm going to have to get them because I don't think I've got those. Unless I borrow them off my grandson, he might have them. Yes, that's right. Yes, I remember it's like a voodoo-y thing, wasn't it? Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I quite like that game. Actually, there was one or two games that came out, sometimes I don't always hold a lot of store by reviews that they give games unless they review on the playability of it. But for the actual sort of type of game that it is, I like to find out sometimes. I used to like to find out for myself, and I would never take a great deal of notice of reviews. And many times a game has been reviewed that has had like 0 out of 10 for it, and I've absolutely loved it. The main character of it is dead but not dead. Okay. So who is that Mendes person then? He keeps cropping up. Is he just head honcho of the dead? Aha. Well, I'm hoping that I'm going to get through this game and I'm going to, finish it. I have been playing it on the PS4, and where I am now, playing on this one on the PS5. On the PS4, I've got further along. I mean, I've saved Ashley out of the church, and I've also got a whole load of the treasures that I haven't got on this run through. But I'm certain sure I'm going to have to go back with it, because this area here, this quarry area, I'm sure is a little bit different on the PS4 to what this. Of course, it's a remake, isn't it? So they probably have changed it. Right, Gigaman, you're making this sound quite interesting. Well, I quite like it here, chatting. Have they? I might have a look around and see. So really and truly, I need to look for Gigaman. You're saying 5 and 6. In this one, I'm thinking perhaps I ought to get the original 4 to see how it's different. Might be an idea, which is meaning that this is sort of taking me away from my Bloodborne stream. And my idea was to get through Bloodborne, get the best ending. But I don't know. So, yeah, there's a lot of it. Yeah. Well, I would hope a remake. Hans Paul would be for sure a bit better than the original. Yeah, but I'm just look. Do you know what? When I look behind me here, it's like a bomb has hit this place. It's not quite as bad if you're actually here in person, but I suppose it's bad enough. The problem with this, I think I keep saying, we've got no room here. We moved from a big house into this small flat. Oh. Hey, Akimbo. Hi, Akimbo. Akimbo. Akimbo, I can't get into YouTube. I don't know whether it's the computer has got on a muck up. So we're chatting instead on the webcam. Now I've just got to see what my daughter says. Okay, sorry, I just had to answer quick my daughter. So it's night time. Yeah, well, we are. Where are we, Gigaman? It is 3:45 in the afternoon here, and yeah, probably the one to swear on the chat. Oh, I could swear, honestly, I could throw the whole lot out the window. Oh God, do you know what I hate? Predictive texting, because it never puts what you want. Oh, daughter, why did you decide to start texting me now? Well, so I can. Oh Lordy, I know she wants an. Oh my God. Golly, golly, golly. Oh Lord. So I'm just looking behind me here. So I'll tell you a little story about why I've got such a humble jumble on the settee. Oh yes, you read. Yeah, you're so sorry. If it wasn't it. Just a little story, completely off of what we're talking about here. Right. The other day, I didn't realise, it was a couple of days ago or so, my husband, I mean, he's got a thing, he won't drink tap water, he only drinks bottled water, so we all more or less just drink bottled water here. Or don't share something. So, he sits over there, I'm always sat here, you sit over there. And then I didn't really know, but he was obviously drinking a bottle of water. And the next day, he found this bottle of water down, sort of tucked by the cushion. So again, we didn't think anything of it, but there was not much water left in it. I thought he'd drunk it. Yesterday, he picked up the cushions to straighten the cushions, and the settee underneath is soaking wet through, where this bottle he dropped obviously down the side of the cushion, top off, and nearly all of the whole bottle of water has been soaked now into the settee. So all the cushions and everything, that's why it looks in a bit of a humble jumble over there. But I do see that he's taken one cushion up to try and do underneath it, but it's the wrong cushion. It's the side where the other cushion is that he hasn't. That's where it's most wet. He went out and got a hairdryer and put on it, but it's still, oh. You have a question. I get kicked out of the chat for being Latino. Why you get coming? Yeah. Go on. Are you asking me a question, Gigaman? You see, sometimes you lot, I don't know whether you're talking to me or talking between yourselves. Oh my God. No, don't be sorry. You carry on. Oh man. Oh, I didn't know that, Gigaman. The accent removes the T from any word. Mind you, I think English is a strange language. Is it not possibly one of the harder languages to learn? Because we have so many words that sound the same, but are spelt differently and mean totally different things. But I didn't know about the T. Or perhaps is it just my accent? I have what they call a South Somerset accent. And I expect if I went right up the country up north, I wouldn't be able to understand them. They'd probably be speaking in English. But I suppose, well, it's like every country, isn't it? There's different accents. And I mean, like what do you call them? Counties, isn't it? Like we've got Wales and we've got Scotland and we've got England and then we've got Northern Ireland. You talking what I played? Now you're going to laugh at me now because I sometimes, for like a little hour or so in between, over the last probably only about 3 weeks now, for a month. I've been playing, or I was on the PS4, and I was fiddling around for anything that was downloadable free and that, and I found a couple of games I used to play on I think it was on the SNES, the game called Wild Arms, and I've been playing that a little bit. They were quite interesting. You said, hang on. I said it using why just British English accents. I'm seeing you there. Yes, I quite like real time strategy. Actually, I also, I like, now when the last Conan came out. Now, did that come out on PS5 and PS4? Again, I've got it up here on the shelf somewhere, but I can't see it properly. I've got such a humble jumble up here. It's all supposed to be in order, but it's not. I played Conan a lot. But I think that is better to play with other people, or a little group of friends or something. But I played it on my own, and I quite like that. I like you can build your building aspect of it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I am really. Well, you lot. Can I say the MF word for you? And what might the MF word be then, Gigaman? Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness, look at the time. I've got to go. I have got to go. Oops, so yes, I would say oops as well, you lot. I think I'm going to have to leave you lot to talk amongst yourselves. Okay? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. What were you all going to do with each other? Yeah, I think I better stop now. I've got to go. It is 4 o'clock, and I've got to sort some stuff out. And I don't know where the day has gone. Gosh, this time goes so quickly. Anyway, I'm really sorry it came to this. I should have been blinking or playing this. I'm still going to try and get to stream it. I'm going to have to look into things. And as I say, when grandson is up and about and able to, it's 8 o'clock, aye. So there's 4 hours difference between us then. Yeah. So 8 o'clock at night, yeah. Aye, aye, aye. Well, what more can we say? Hey. Yes. India. Yeah. It's incredibly fantastic, really, isn't it? You are so many miles apart, everyone, but we can sit and chat like this. It's great, really, isn't it? I love it. Anyway, Akimbo, Gigaman, Hans Paul, I am going to go now. I'm going to say goodbye for today. And I hope you all will be good, behave yourselves, and I will let you hash out whatever you're hashing up between yourselves. I'm going to let you get on with it. Yeah? So I am now going to press the button where it says end stream. So bye to you all.